My name is Frinee Berrios. I am the Director of Admissions for the MSBA program. I've been with the program for about almost 7 years now, and just to see in terms of seeing of the growth of our degree program, and just see in terms of how much in demand our analytics professionals, and also going into this field. If you are right now currently in looking at different opportunities, whether you're pivoting into more analytic space or you're looking into pivoting from your career, this might be the actual degree program that fits in lines with your career goals. And I'm going to get review a little bit in terms of our curriculum, also admissions expectations, and I'll ask that we hold your questions towards the ending of the presentation. That way I'm also able to share as much thorough information as I can. So thank you all for joining me today. Currently, like I said, if you are mentioning in terms of looking for other degree programs, high level, we are a master's degree program. We are specialized in fields of analytics. We are currently been ranked number 2 in the world by QS. We are a top ranked program, been ranked for 6 consecutive years by QS, and it really goes to attest in terms of our student body, our faculty, and our community really, really coming together and really building off of the success of this program. Um, our program is an opportunity in which our MSBA candidates are bridging the gap between tech and business suites. What we provide is a 15-month STEM certified degree that really enables and harnesses the power of data, enables you to gain insights, tell stories, and drive strategic business decisions. Right now, companies are just wrestling with so much data and information out there, and they really are relying on experts such as data scientists, data experts, data consultants, and being able to really drive in terms of what analytics field is coming and developing. So we are looking for a particular type of skills and as well individuals to come and join our program and be that business future leader that we are relying on. Our program is a 15-month program. As mentioned, we only have one fall intake. So we start in the fall of 2025. So we're starting ending of September. And at UCLA and other UC schools, we do a quarter system. So every 10 weeks, you're taking different coursework. And as you can see online, we have the courses outlined out here. So in the fall, fall quarter number 1, you're taking more of your technical courses. So you're taking classes in R, you're taking classes in SQL, you're also taking them machine coursework, which is a Python course. We have a career curriculum as well, which gives you the opportunity and gives you the tools in terms of how preparing you for roles in the analytics space. We also have in the winter quarter, we have more of your fundamentals. We have a business for fundamentals for analytics coursework, which is a mini MBA. You get a little bit of economics, you get a little bit of marketing, and finance embedded in that course. You get a data management course, really utilizing in terms of how to work with and building pipelines, prescriptive modeling course, and as well an optimization course, which really gives you the opportunity to also apply the knowledge that you learn in fall and incorporate it into the winter quarter. The industry seminar is an opportunity in which we actually invite practitioners into the classroom. We teach our students in terms of what are the actual data professionals are using in their day-to-day. So we invite professionals from all types of industries you can think of. We invite practitioners from consulting firms, from the tech space, finance, healthcare, entertainment. We do have practitioners coming into the classroom and teaching our students and challenging them as to what they're doing in their day-to-day, and really just being that guiding light for our students. In the spring, we have our customer competitive operations analytics coursework, which we consider as our pillars of analytics, being able to analyze and how the customer is perceiving as well in a competitive marketplace, and operationally, strategically, how our business is using the analytics space in the real world. Also, we have a continuation of our industry seminar as well. We continue inviting practitioners and also inviting just executives from all types of industries to come and speak to our students and really just challenge them. We have negotiating coursework as well, really giving you the tools in terms of how to prepare you as a professional in this field. Then in the summer, we do have an opportunity in which you as a student can apply all the skills that you've learned throughout the degree program in the summer internship component. It's an opportunity for our students to really just dive into, what is it that they're excited to learn, or roles that they're starting to pivot into. We do help in terms of providing you resources and helping you look for summer internships. So just know that you do get the assistance from our career services team. And go a little bit more into that, the services that we provide from them. Then in fall number 2, which is the last academic quarter in which our students take classes, you get the opportunity to either extend your summer internship or enroll into a capstone project. So it's either or option. We've seen in the past, most of our students take the summer internship route as they get the opportunity to either continue their internship or they want to look and explore for a different internship as well. And just getting that more practical training before they graduate is something that might be interesting of you, or, it's an option, or you get to enroll into the capstone project, which is, I'll go a little bit more into detail about that. And in addition to that, you do get the opportunity to enroll into elective courses. These elective courses tend to be also taught by practitioners in the real world. So if you're learning or interested in learning more about the entertainment world space, we have an entertainment analytics class. We have healthcare. We also offer time series, advanced machine learning, and not listed here. We do offer a product management course and a large language modeling course that we implemented about 2 years ago. So that's something of interest of yours. We definitely are encouraging and adapting to these new technologies, and as well the technology era of the analytics space. So this is just a snapshot of the coursework that our students take and follow. So since this is a cohort-based course program, you are taking classes with the same group and continuing on to finalize and graduate from the program in fall. In terms of also just the curriculum that design, we definitely do have top faculty teaching in our program. Oh, I have to update this on because this professor left. So we do have top faculty teaching our program. If you're ever interested in learning more about their backgrounds and what courses they teach, I encourage you to look on our website. We do have our website. We kind of have outlined all their information. If you're ever interested in joining or attending one of their classes, we do invite prospective students to join us. So if you're ever interested in learning more about, what they're doing and what it feels to be an MSBA, you're more than welcome to reach out to me, and we can always coordinate that independently. So feel free. Or if you ever want to connect with a faculty member, their contact information is listed on our website. You can, feel free to send them an email and ask them more questions about their coursework, their research, or anything that they, particularly interests you. And feel free to just add any questions like, hey, what is it that my background is in this? How can I pivot into this field of analytics? What are your thoughts? Okay. So feel free to reach out to them for any questions if you like. And also, aside from the faculty, is also the student body. And the students really, in terms of the students that I've worked with, have been really just amazing. And just to see how a student coming into the program has, just matured, and also has been able to just, really catapult into this new field with all the tools and resources that we provide. So these are some just photos that they've shared with us. This is an experience in which we tell our students to really, get yourself immersed in it, connect with as many students as you like. So, and within the program, we do have opportunities for you to, either lead. So we do have a MSBA government board in which we have VPs of career, we have VPs of admissions, we have VPs of social, in which you get the opportunity to really showcase in terms of leadership skills and interests of yours if you are exploring that. And as well, within the school, which in Anderson, we do have student clubs in which we also encourage our students to join. We have about 50 student clubs, all ranging from professionals to interests to even sports, if you're interested in joining one of these groups, and really just immersing yourself in this experience and getting to know people at the end of the day. Because when you join this degree program, you're going to be doing it with about 120 other people or 119 other people. So really getting the opportunity to connect with as many students, and as well, just it doesn't just stop at the MSBA program, connecting with our MBA peers, connecting with our MFE, and just really, really expanding and growing your network is ultimately what we want you to do while you're in the program. So just some a little bit of sharing of our student life and getting yourself in this program. These are some of which companies which our students have placed full-time or internships opportunities, destinations. As you can see, it's a wide cast of industries, from tech to consulting to financial services to retail. There's just so many opportunities for you to explore. If you're interested in learning more in terms of detail, where exactly are students, we do have an employment report on our website under career. Feel free to research to that and kind of review on terms of where our students have placed, and also more information about their salary inputs if you like. As I mentioned, we do have a career services team that is dedicated in helping our students and really connecting you into either internship opportunities or even full-time opportunities. This career services team is led by our director, Larry Brayman. He does a fantastic job in really getting you in front of as many contacts as you can, or as well with the recruiters or hiring managers, and really preparing you. What he provides and his team provides is an on-campus interviews and presentations. They have company tours. So we recently had a company trek in which we took our students out to the Bay Area and as well to New York, and really getting to meet with companies and as well with executives as to what they're doing in their companies, and just really getting more deep diver into company and as well policies. The data symposium and industry nights, and then just opportunity for which our students also get to connect with practitioners. So aside from the industry seminar, which is actually a course, we also have industry nights in which we actually invite executives. We've recently have been curating panels from our alumni. So we've had actually MSBA alumni come back and give more of that perspective of what they're doing in their actual fields or their actual companies, and really being those mentors and guides in to our degree students. We also have summer and academic internships in which we do help our students in connecting with companies and executives as much as possible. The Applied Analytics capstone projects is an opportunity for also our students to apply all the skill sets that they learned through that degree program. So this is actually in addition to the summer, so the fall quarter. So the Applied Analytics capstone projects is an opportunity for our students to hone on all the skills that they learned throughout the degree program. It's an opportunity for which our students are partner up with an actual company and given a real life data set. During that project, you are working with a team of other 4 students, and you are diving into, what is the data set telling us? What is it that the company is looking for in terms of the questions of the business problem. And then towards the ending of the project, you are required to submit a deliverable as well, present back to the company as to what were your findings, what were your insights, really diving into your honing onto your skill sets and getting that practical hands-on experience before you graduate. So there's an opportunity which excites our students in terms of like really working with a real life data set in within a short time frame. We work for different companies. We worked from Honda, we work with Choice Hotels, we work with the smaller startup companies, so very ranging from different companies, and as well large or medium-sized data set, depending on what they have available. We do get the opportunity to connect and merge our students into this experience. And this is something also that students find an opportunity to talk about when they're out and recruiting for full-time roles. So this is something that as well we encourage you to our students to explore if they're interested in doing this. And then for full-time roles, so it doesn't just stop at, mentoring and guiding our students for summer internship. Larry does also provide services for our students who are also looking for full-time opportunities. By the time, they graduate. Also, after you graduate, you still get an opportunity to connect with our career services team, and still continuing, even our alumni students who are graduated about 5 years ago are still involved in our process, still connecting with us. And really is, just an ecosystem of us really building off from just all the resources that we have and really making sure that everyone's needs are being, consistently met, if we could say. Um, In terms of the opportunity, so this is what we say it's an umbrella of opportunities for our students to explore. If you're looking more in the tech heavier side, more data scientist, data engineer, and software development engineers, you're going to have more of that computer science background, more technical role, definitely in terms of the expertise, they are looking for more, quantitative driven roles or individuals who are just more intrigued on that side of the umbrella. It's something that our students have looked into exploring. So if this is something that's interesting to you, we can definitely look in terms of the qualifications for an entry into getting into these type of roles. If you're looking to be more the balance between the tech and the business suite, you're going to be more the middle side, so the balance in between maybe a marketing analyst, operations, strategic, research, digital marketing. This is some in terms of some of the titles in which our students have placed. So it varies depending by company as well. So just know that as well. There's different companies and how they label or title these job roles. So just be aware in terms of really looking at job descriptions and seeing if that aligns with what you want to pursue. If you're looking more on the right hand side, the business heavier, you're going to be more as a consultant, the product manager, the one that does more of the presentations, assumes the risk, not too very technical role. Definitely have to know your quantitates, but not too quant heavy as if you were to be pursuing a data scientist role. So definitely, if you're more that person that likes to like assume the risk, likes to do the presentations, more into the business aspect of a company, you're going to be looking more at roles on the right hand side. So just know, as this field is still growing, these roles are also changing. So be diligent on that and really look into the job descriptions of these companies as they are changing, and there's also different requirements for all of them. So making sure that aligns with your career goals is something that we are helping our students along the way. The average starting salary for class of 2022 was 123,572 with a signing bonus of 2022 510. So this is what based on our employment report. We have to input the class of 2023. I know they're working on the employment report for next year. So just know this information is going to be updated very soon. Okay. But this is very great in terms of being able to start at salary in terms of just graduating from school. I think that's really, really good in terms of your ROI if you're interested in learning more about that. And also, if all of this sounds great, you're like, wow, this is fantastic. Number two program, you have all these resources, as well, mentorship. What we need to do in terms of getting admitted to this program, Frinee. So in terms of admissions consideration, this is what we're looking for in terms of admission for our program. You need to have a bachelor's degree, and a bachelor's degree needs to be equivalent to a minimum of a GPA of a 3.0. If you graduated with outside of the US, you need to submit a most up-to-date transcript along with any English translations, if you say, so that way we can do our own in-house evaluation. I want to be transparent and honest with you guys. UCLA is very strict with the GPA. You need to have a minimum of 3.0 in order to get inside the university. So just know that if you have a 3.0 or higher, I encourage you to apply. But if you do not, they're very strict with that. So I just want to be honest and open with that. We do have examinations required for entry to the program. The minimum we accept for the GMAT is a 665, or if you're looking to take the GRE, the minimum we accept is a 167. We have no preference as to which exam you take, as long as you take one of them. But these are the minimum that we are looking for. The 167 is on the quantitative side, so just know that. We do work with students in terms of the verbal, but 167 is definitely more on the quantitative side. Depending on which exam you take, doesn't matter to us. Whichever one, if you take both of them, you score better on one, that's more than enough for us. So just be aware of that. Strong quantitative background. When we are saying strong quantitative background, there are prereqs that we require for entry into the program. Making sure that you've taken classes in linear algebra, multivariate calculus, maybe taking classes in stats, some business classes. We are going to be looking at your while we are reviewing your transcripts, but please make sure that you have the most up-to-date transcripts so that way we can review and see what coursework you've taken. So if as long as you have some quite strong quant background, some business classes, linear algebra, multivariable, stats, that'd be good indication that you do have a strong foundation. English language proficiency, so this is for international students. If you are an international student that graduated outside the US and need to take the TOEFL or the IELTS, please look into our website. We do have the breakdown of all the courses, of all the exams, and also what are the minimums for entry into UCLA. So please review that if you feel that you need to take this exam. If you're an international student that did not take the entrance exam, have not taken the exam, please look into our website and look at the minimums that we accept. The computer programming experience core works is preferred as well. As I mentioned in the first academic quarter, you are taking more of the technical courses. So you are taking courses in R, in SQL, and Python. So we do prefer students in coming to the program to have some type of fundamental knowledge or in coding, any type of programming, Tableau, any type of exposure that you have in your undergrad. Maybe if you've done in your internship or even if you're doing by self-learning. We've had students take classes like through Coursera, Udemy, boot camps, maybe community college. You're more than welcome to also share that on your application as we do review everything collectively and we do a holistic review of your application. So please, as long as you can share that you have some type of computer programming experience in your undergrad or you're currently learning, please share that onto your application as it is something we look for. Interview. So we do have an interview component part of our admissions process, and this is by invite only. As we see, if you do are a student that does meet our qualifications from reviewing, we will invite you for an interview. This is an opportunity to connect with an admissions committee member. But we've had other opportunities in which our students connect with actual students. So it can very range, but you get the opportunity to connect with us in terms of really, honing on to why is it that you're intrigued of joining our program, asking questions in terms of related to the admissions process or anything that you'd like to share with us in terms of why we should select you for candidacy into our program. Really getting that opportunity to just making sure we're going to be compatible. It's 30 minutes. It goes by very quickly, but it's an opportunity to just really get to know you as a candidate and really making sure that we're going to be a good fit for one another. Okay, so these are some of the admission stats from class of 2025. But from last year, we had about 1,045 applications coming in. We admitted 130 students for our class of 2025, but we split them into two sections. So we have two small cohorts, 130 split into two. So about 16 something about in each section. Male to female ratio, so we balanced the males and females between both. We had about 70% of our students coming from international backgrounds. Average GPA was coming from GPAs from top universities, 3.7. Average GMAT score was a 700. GRE was a 168, so definitely within the 90 percentiles. Average TOEFL was 107, so very strong English language communicators. And average age was about 25. So students come in with a big mix of about 2.5 years of experience and maybe, or less than 5 years of experience and coming in with a bit more of undergraduate experience, if we were to say. So it's a balance. We tend to be also relatively younger than our MBA students. So just know that as well, but very in terms of what we are looking for. This is, more or less in terms of the averages that we're looking for in terms of admission to entry. If you're interested in applying, we still are accepting applications for round 3. So The deadline coming up from round three is May 31st. For program charges, for the NAV tuition is 75,445. That's for both domestic and international students. For start date of next year, well, actually this year, sorry, I always think about the next year. Start date is September 25, 2025. So it goes by really quickly at the end of the fall quarter. If you're considering to apply for next year, just know that for next year's application deadlines, they will be coming up probably by the ending of summer. We'll see the updates, but they tend to kind of follow more or less the same format. So usually January, March, and May are the application deadline or months. So just be aware of that. If you are looking to apply for next year, what are the upcoming deadlines? We'll be posting that information in the next upcoming months. Okay, but just if you just want to know in terms of like deadlines for next year will be January, March, May. Okay, so just be aware of that. Financial aid is available to our students. Feel free to please connect with our financial aid director, Connie Beaumont. We do have fellowships and student loans in which we encourage our students to explore. Feel free to connect with her and ask her more information about financial aid and scholarship opportunities for our students, okay? Questions. If you have any questions, feel free to definitely email us. We also do have an FAQ page listed on our website that has more in-depth information about the admissions process. If you're looking to like, where do I send my GMAT scores, or how many letters of recommendations are required, or any other questions about the admissions process, feel free to look through our FAQ page. It does have more in-depth information about that.